Hello, and welcome to A Word of Hope. I'm Brother Joe Trout, coming to you for Saturday of the third week in Easter. And I'd like you to imagine just for a moment this little tragedy. Imagine that someone at the parish, don't think of a particular person, but just someone who gives incredibly of her time and energy to help build up the church around her, who is always of service to others, pouring herself out for the love of Christ, gets sick and passes away. What would happen afterwards? What would we do? We'd mourn her, people would be sad, they'd be grieving that she's gone, and they'd show up at a eulogy and they would say how wonderful she's been and that we hope she is at rest in heaven, that we believe because of the goodness of her life, we all hope that she is at peace with God, right? We would think of it as a heavenly reward that she has entered into. She has found the treasure that she built up in heaven. And yet, that is not what happens in the first reading today when Tabitha passes away. She who has given of herself for works for the church has died from sickness, and Peter raises her up. Why? Why can't she be at rest? Does the church just want her to do more work? They have this great labor that they need to get a little bit more out of before she's done? I don't think that's what's happening. I think they have a way of understanding life that is not quite what we think of. This notion that it's good to be in some heavenly rest that we think of as disembodied, that's not what the early church held. They were hoping for the resurrection, a real bodily life. That in fact this period of being dead but waiting for the resurrection was, it's fine, you're with God, but it wasn't the goal. It wasn't the ultimate desire. The desire is to be alive and made new. And that's not even what Tabitha experiences when she's raised back by Peter. It's back to this life, but it's something greater. It's the resurrection that Jesus himself is the first fruit of, that we hope for and long for. The whole story of the resurrection is this idea that God so loves the creation that he has made that he does not want it to be defeated by death, that it ought to be alive in an eternal, lasting, permanent kind of way. That we hope for a deeper experience of life. It's worth pondering then that why would it be good to bring someone back from the dead to live more, to serve more, to do more? And that it's not just rest that we're looking for, but real life. That's what this season is all about. The hope for something new and grand. The hope for the resurrection of the dead. Ponder that today. Ponder that desire that the dead should rise and enter into a new Jerusalem, a new way of being that is bodily, that's greater than what we know now, more physical, more spiritual, more real, and that it will be one of perfect delight. All right. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.